Hey folks, and welcome back to conversation. All right, that's what today is going to be, and I don't have a script, so I'm going to try to stick to the points that I've mentally prepared, and we'll see how it goes. What I want to talk to you today about is the disconnect epidemic that's been happening in Dead by Daylight. Up until a couple of months ago, I didn't have as many DCs as I do nowadays. I know a friend, some of my friends, some other P100s, people who really enjoy a specific killer, used to tell me, "Hey, I'm seeing a lot of DCs and so on," and I was always on the fence. I was like, "Oh, I don't get that many. You know, my games are pretty chill. I also play a full orb build on Huntress, and I play at a decent elo, and that kinda means that gens fly by, and so for me to lose a match or only get 1 to 2 kills is not that uncommon." And that's fine. I'm streaming and I'm having a good time. I'm trying to hit long distance snipes, and that's kind of what keeps it, fun and entertaining. But lately, it has become horrible. You load into a match, you do a couple of shots, and if you hit, God forbid, you hit somebody, that survivor is just out of there. He's just had too much, and he's done. And the more you try to interact with those people, and the worse it gets. I made a TikTok not too long ago where I showcased 2 survivors DCing in like a minute in one of my matches. And I posted it on TikTok, and it got a decent amount of views for my channel. And most of the comments surprised me because it was a bunch of people that were actually agreeing with the disconnect. There were hundreds of people just saying, "Oh yeah, the game's not fun," and blah blah blah. And no, the reality that came out of it, at least for me, was just a bunch of people who want to win. These people are not in it to play the match. They're not in it to have fun. They're in it to win that match. And there's a big difference between playing the game, having fun in the game, and wanting to win the game and win the match. And honestly, I don't know how you tackle this. I don't know how you solve this problem. I'm trying to bring awareness to the topic because it's really annoying. It's frustrating. Nobody enjoys playing like this. So I started recording this before I put together the video, which means you're probably watching some background clips of me getting some good shots and people DCing. And I'm gonna put those there to kind of prove a point, which is yeah, yeah. People need to learn how to play against some killers. People who've been playing the game, people who've been playing the game for like years, know very well how to play against Huntress. People who are maybe in their, I don't know, 3 to 5,000 hour range are still learning how to properly dodge and stuff like that. And the only way you're gonna get better is by playing the actual game. Just play your match out. I don't want to get too repetitive, but I've been seeing an insane amount of unhealthy perks coming into the game lately. We got what was it, conviction, I think, on Michonne, and I think at Starva made a video earlier, talking about a perk and how broken it is. And despite, in my opinion, the game taking a very unique approach, just to keep it nice, just taking a unique approach to fixing a bunch of issues such as slugging and anti-camping and a wide selection of problems, right? The game has become difficult for killers. I'm not saying this game is survivor killer side. I don't want to get into that conversation. All I know is that I talk with fellow quote unquote killer mains, and most of those people are having a hard time. It is not easy to play killer. A lot of them have resorted and given up on playing quote unquote fair and following the survivor rulebook, and now they're just kind of tunneling when they have to. And hey, to be honest, so do I. On my stream now, when I'm down to 1 to 2 gens, I will actually try to get a kill out, even if it means playing unfairly. And if you compare this to, say, like a year ago, that never used to happen. I used to have very smooth matches, and sure, I'd lose some, I'd win some, but it wasn't as bad. I think it's just going to get worse. And I think that what becoming worse looks like is just people doing what they're doing as a habit. And habits, unfortunately, tend to stick, which means it's going to happen more and more. And the reality of what it looks like, it's potentially people just DCing because they don't like playing against a specific killer. God knows I personally don't enjoy playing against Kaneki. I despise that little shit. I'm still gonna play the match out. I don't think I've ever DC'd once out of a match in the last 2 years and a half of streaming. And that applies for off stream too, by the way. Like, if you've ever played against me and I DC'd against you, feel free to, call me out and stuff. But that never happened. Despite me absolutely despising a killer such as, again, Kaneki or Larry. I don't like playing against single Larry. I don't think single Larry is fun. There's people out there who enjoy him, and sometimes he's in my matches. And guess what? I'm gonna play that game. Am I gonna be a little bit less happy? Yes, but the great thing about DBD matches is that, 10, 15, 20 minutes tops, and that match is over. We're not talking about League of Legends 1 hour kind of matches. We're talking about something much, much shorter. Just, I don't know, try to get better and maybe try to enjoy that killer a little bit more. That's what I've been doing. It's not been working, but I'm trying. And at least I'm following through with every match that I play. So why am I telling you all of this? Why am I here talking to you? Again, I just hope that by watching this, I might be able to reach some of the people who think that it is healthy to just leave the game. I'm hoping that by sharing the message of just playing out the match, it's going to impact some of those people. I don't know if it will, but I'm trying. Okay, I'm really trying. And they'll just suddenly realize, hey, disconnecting in a match in a game, disconnecting in something that I decided to play doesn't make the most sense, right? Nobody is forcing you to play this game. You could be doing anything else. You could be outside touching grass. You decide to queue up for a match of DBD. Just, I don't know, play it, kind of follow through, go to the end of it, and yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my message. So if you've liked this conversation, please share the message. Just ask people to finish their games. Ask people to stick around. And if you are one of those people that has the unhealthy habit of DCing, please don't do that. Just finish your match. Let everybody enjoy that match, because those people queued the same game you did, just with a very different mindset. If it's your first time here, please feel free to, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about this whole conversation. I'm going to link that TikTok in the description down below if you guys want to go have a look for yourself. Some of the comments are wild. Just wild. All right. This said, take care. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.